Next, our concept is database management system. It is a software system which consists of a set of programs specially designed for creation and management of a data stored in database. By using this software, we can organize and manage the data stored in the database. Database transaction can be performed on database or relational database. So whatever the operation, transaction here in the sense it is an operation can be performed based on the database or relational database. And next, our concept is atomicity, data consistency, data isolation and durability ACID rules. It is one of a very important question, and also spatial database is also very important question for 5 to 6 marks. Let us see these things. The database transaction must maintain whatever the database operation you are performing, it has to be maintained the atomicity, data consistency, data isolation and durability during transactions. Let us see what is atomicity. Atomicity means transaction must complete in full, treating it as indivisible. So atomicity means transaction must be complete in full, treating it as an indivisible. When a service request completes, then pending request if it should be also made 0. Whenever you request a service, after that process the pending should, before that processing it is showing as a pending. Once the service is processed, the pending should also be shown as completed. It has to be shown as 0. So this concept is nothing but an atomicity. Next one is consistency. Consistency means that data after the transaction should remain consistent. After the transaction of data performance, it should be remain constant. For example, sum of chocolate sent should equal to the sum of sold and unsold chocolates for each flavor after the transaction on the database. Let us see, if you are having 50 rupees, then your friend has borrowed it from 25 rupees, then what is the total sum of you must possess should be equal to the what earlier you possess. So this is the concept of consistency. So please look it over. Here the same example is given. Sum of chocolate sent should equal to the sum of sold and unsold chocolates for each flavor after the transaction on the database. Next, our concept is isolation. Now we are familiar with this isolation because of this COVID-19. We are isolated from each other. We are quarantined in our home. Isolation means a transaction between the tables are isolated from each other. Isolation means transaction between the tables are independent, not as an independent, isolated from each other. Next, our concept is durability. Durability means after completion of transaction, the previous transaction cannot be recalled. Durability is the after the completion of a transaction, the previous transaction cannot be recalled. Only new transaction can affect any changes. So the new transaction should be affect the change. The best example is if you are going to the ATM, after drawing that, if you go for call the previous operation, it has not supposed to be recalled and the new operation should be called. This is what exactly called the durability. Once you withdrawn, afterwards if you want to do any previous operation, it should not be possible. If you don't place this durability, then a lot of data may be lost. So these ACID rules are compulsory in your database management systems.